This Racecraft TV stream is brought to you by Artesian Builds. Artesian builds high-quality custom PCs made to order for a low price. Contact Artesian Builds today to get started on your own custom PC as low as $64 a month. All Artesian builds are made live on stream. You can watch your builds and talk to the builders live at twitch.tv/Artesian Builds. For more information about Artesian Builds, check the link in the description.
Hello and welcome everybody to round number 8 of the iRacing short course right here on Racecraft TV. It's time to go to Bark River, Michigan. Boy, I think the clouds have settled in here. It looks a little foggy out there. One of those storms may have settled over the top, but the track looks dry. It looks good. Hello everybody, I'm Dave Arnold, joined alongside Austin Knight tonight for the broadcast. Austin, how's it going?
Howdy, howdy, howdy. It's going pretty good down here at Bark River. Yeah, the fog has lowered in on the track, and I gotta say, it's looking a little bit, well, when the fog rolls in, it's gonna bring in a lot of extra moisture to the track. That's gonna grippen up the track just a little bit, or make it a little bit looser. I know those dirt track guys love a wet track, but, how does a wet track really affect, these pro trucks?
Well, what I'm wondering about, it says 99%, so it's almost raining. 90 degrees. That's like breathing in a sauna out there. In real life, drivers suffer from the heat from the inside of the cabs, and of course being in their suits and helmets. Even with the pumpers, it's still a struggle. But in real life, they're sitting in their Sims at home in the air conditioning, so hey, I can sympathize.
Yeah, just sitting inside of the home. Neither of us are in the heat. No one's in the heat here. The only heat is going to be the heat coming off of these computers at times. And I don't know if you've ever just turned on your computer to max settings and just said go for it. These things get hot at times, but that's only to a cool 90 degrees at times if you got a very powerful heater in your room. But the struggle that these drivers are going to be having is visibility. The fog, you can see the car in front of you, but if there's a crash up ahead, you won't be able to see that till you get up there.
Yeah, well, definitely. Well, let's talk about the point standings right now. It looks like Mason Prater sitting still up on top of the leaderboard there, but Holden iRitter sitting about 40 points back. Ethan Ebert, 59 points back. Speaking of Ethan Ebert, I guess we're going to have a substitute driver, Luke Knupp, driving for Ethan tonight for his points.
Yeah, Luke Knupp, after doing probably the best stand-in job he can last round, taking a win. Ethan Ebert has requested the Knupp treatment, and hey, the Knupp treatment usually means the best treatment. Sitting at pole, but Luke Knupp's going to have a little bit of struggle this week as, well, the format for the finale is the entire grid is reversed. So if you win heat number 1, you'll be starting from the back.
Yeah, but if you don't want to, you can't play that little game though, where you're going to wait until to try and race it at the end. Then you could, kind of screw yourself. So.
Hey, we might see one of the drivers try that. I honestly, knowing some of these drivers, some of them might get a little bit schemy right here. They know that they have the pace. They know how to get up through the field, and they just know how to fly. And if you're looking for that best start possible, you want to be starting up out front. So the way you're going to do that is the top 2 will advance in the heats. So you want to qualify 3rd place. No, yeah, you want to qualify as high as you want.
Let's just leave it at best laid plans could always come to bite you in the rear.
Yeah, this is true. But like the best plan is you have your pace. You qualify first. you finish third. You go to the last chance qualifier, and the set 6 are advancing, you finish 6th. If you do that, you will be starting on pole, and if you have that pace to just wreck everybody in pace-wise, that will be the pretty much the race to you, because everybody else has to claw their way through the field. But remember, we have that mid-race caution too, that will really, well, put your best laid plans out the window.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's talk about the rest of the points here. Zachary Drapkin sitting 76 points out of first place. Keaton Swain sitting in the top 5 right there, 78 points, only 2 points behind Drapkin. Plumley 6th, Roland John 7th, Thomas Grady's going to sit 8th, Taylor Vandenbush is going to be 9th, and Bryce Semino. And it's going to be a battle for these guys, but Mason Prater, he's going to win with the bullseye in his back tonight again, our points leader. But it's going to be hard, man. He's got 40 points on Holden Heitritter.
Yeah, Mason Prater, with that 40-point lead, it's looking a little bit cozy for him. He's been dominating this race, but Holton Heitritter, well, speaking of Holton Heitritter, he is actually, yeah, he is in the field right now, but he has not set a qualifying lap. Holden is going to be on an uphill battle, so it's going to be very interesting to see how this championship race goes. But Mason Prater currently down in 5th. This might be a just going off these qualifying times, which don't really mean the race. This might be a struggle round for Mason Prater. The fog may not be his friend.
Well, I also feel that Bark River is a little bit more difficult, more challenging track for the drivers. You know, it's not many pace places in the past. Very fast, a lot of corners, a lot of turns, and it gets really tight.
Yeah, it's going to get very tight very soon as our first heat's coming right up. Top 2 will advance. Zach Knowles starting up on pole, followed by Gary Green, Keaton Swain, Thomas Grady, Nicholas Dachelet, Ethan Lane, Roland Johns, Dave Ward Jr., Jake Hill, Arthur Golding, and Anthony Chusey. Thank you. Chusey at the end of our 11-car grid. Drivers are all stacked up, getting ready to go as, oh my god, it is just a white screen up here as we drivers are standing by for our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Well, we can see we're all gridded back up here for the first Heat race tonight, top 2 advance. 7 laps. Looks like it's going to make up the distance here.
Yep. Top 2 will advance. Zach Knoll sitting at the start, at the front row. Standing start underneath the gantry. And they're going to go out and have a lot of fun out there. 7 laps, top 2 advance. Oh, and in this fog, we got a... It's going to be a very, very hard race to follow at
Let's
times.
just say the blimp's not going to be doing a lot of shooting from the sky tonight.
Yeah, sorry, Snoopy. You're going to be grounded.
Yeah, I think the drones are even going to have some problems.
Yeah, the drone. We're following all the drones. They're all right, but yeah, it's gonna be good old cameras at the side of the track with our static TV cams getting a little bit of workout right here. They're at the back of the grid. You can see here at Bark River that curved start on the standing start is gonna be causing a few of the drivers back here, like Oliver Golding and Chuzy, a little bit of a headache.
Yeah. Going to be bad, but I think down below it looks like there's some good vision. It's just the cameras or with the moisture that they're showing virtually. It's going to make it a little bit difficult.
The onboards look all right. As the 5 red lights are coming on, it's time to go racing and green here at iRacing short course here at Bark River.
Yeah, it looks like Dole's going to get a good jump coming around here. It looks like Green and Swain's making a run. Swain's making a run on the outside. Green's going to be the inside of him with Knowles right in the center, right in front.
Green getting held up just a little bit off the throttle, and Swain just slotting into that second spot right in front of Green. Knoll, Swain, Green, Grady, our top 4. Here it comes Green down the inside. Got a great run through the S's. Tap the bumper just a little bit at Knowles. Knowles going wide and sliding his way into the middle of these two is Keaton Swain, and taking the lead, taking advantage of that little bit of a moment. Gary Green, our new race leader.
And Green went the long way around on the outside there. Knowles tucked right up on his left rear quarter panel. Swain going to the inside now at Knowles. And you can see Grady and looks like Doshalette back there battling. Doshalette trying to dive to the inside there of Grady. Grady trying to do the same to Swain.
Yeah, as they continue bumping and banging along, Green and Knowles are really getting the elbows out, and well, whoever wins this race will be starting at the very back of the grid. So, not sure that's a place where you want to be, but Gary Green is one of the biggest movers of this race. Mostly everybody's staying where they are, but I have all my confidence. If Gary Green was to start for the back, he's going to start for the back and do it with pride.
Well, of course, I do believe they're going to go by the fastest lap between the two heats. So
I don't know what they're going to be, how they're going to be sorting it by. I don't know how.
That's usually where it's sorted.
Yeah, that's usually how it's sorted in real life. I'm not sure how they sorted it here.
Yeah.
From what I know, it's finishing position, but like I said,
Green's still out front, but look at this. Green's starting to pull a little bit away. Knowles and Swain battling back there for second. And you can see Grady right up on Swain's bumper to go on board with Swain as we're looking at the back rear end of Knowles. Knowles pitching his sideways there. Ooh.
Just look how much steering input Keaton Swain's putting into that truck. A lot of counter steer, then over rotations, turning right to go left. Shout out to Doc Hudson right there. Keaton Swain giving Knowles a little bit of mind and money right now, but it's so close between the top 3. It's just a shot of utter whiteness up there, and here comes Swain up the inside.
Swain's got a good run there, but look at this. Knowles pitches it sideways. Swain's trying to tuck that number in, and
he's got it. He's got it.
Nice little slide job to the inside there of Knowles. Grady and Doshalette behind him until you can see him battling there. Knowles going to try and turn it up just a little bit and get up onto Swain's back bumper again. Retribution is what he's going to want.
Oh, yeah, he definitely wants retribution right now as they go through the whoops. God, that section of track is so beautiful.
Michigan, Wisconsin, all the places they race in the Midwest. Some of the most beautiful land out there. You see
when you can see it.
Yeah. Well, the track looks great. Got that chocolate cake covered color and the green grass.
Green grass, chocolate cake. What more can a man ask for than a nice cold iced beverage at his side and, well, you know, trucks flying through the air. Maybe a steak.
And flying off there, Green not really pulling away right now from Swain. Swain is literally glued right back there, waiting for him to make a mistake.
Now, Swain's caught up to Green. Zach Knowles, though, has fallen away. New fastest lap for Keaton Swain, as we do have this fight for 4th place between Thomas Grady and Nicholas Dachelet.
Well, it looked to me that Swain was starting to catch up there.
Oh, he is. Oh, yeah, he is right on him.
Look at the inside. He's going to set up again. Looking back to the inside. Look at this, trying to get it up there.
Oh, Keaton, you crazy. This is a fight for the lead between Keaton Swain and Gary Green. Gary Green got a little bit of bump off the apex. Just dipped his wheel into the grass right there. Sometimes not as grippy. Oh, and look at that berm move. Keaton Swain bouncing off the berm, looks up the inside on Gary Green, but Gary Green held the momentum round the outside. It was a beautiful attempt by Keaton, though.
Well, you can see that preferred line, how much quicker it is when you come in through that little chicane section.
Gary Green.
Just a mere image.
I don't know if they're racing right now or doing promotional shots, because this is just beautiful driving by both of them.
Yeah, nobody's tagging each other there. They haven't thrown the elbows.
Oh, tap in the
wow,
mid-air. And another tap again off the exit. Keaton Swain takes the lead.
Nice little hip check there as it goes through. Gotta use your friend as a berm. Gambling on a friend.
Yeah, I don't think that's the way you want to pass your friend, but here's a replay of that overtake. Just tapped in mid-air and gave him a bap right there. As Keaton Swain, Gary Green still 1-2. Nicholas Dachelet trying to chase down Thomas Grady, but with Keaton Swain taking that top spot, he's already a second ahead of Gary Green. White flag in the air.
So right now, those are the 2 top qualifying positions that we're watching. Swain, Green, Knowles, just outside the bubble.
Yeah,
about
just
half a lap to go.
Yeah, they're just barely sitting out there with that little time to go. Zach Knowles probably, well, with that starting time, he's really got to get his head clear. But, you know, he is closing in on Gary Green. Maybe being overtaken by Swain. Little bit of fire by him. So he is clawing his way back in there. Does have a few corners, but he's just looking a little bit too far to get that spot back.
You can see there, Green is just doing everything he can to catch up to Swain. But he wants to keep that distance between him and Knowles. Whether you get inverted or not, you're going to be definitely going to the main event, and that's what matters.
Yep, main event tickets have been punched for Keaton Swain and Gary Green as they finish first and second here with a beautiful fight between them. Keaton Swain up 2 spots to get into there. And it's Zach Knowles, Thomas Grady, Nicholas Dachelet, Roland Johns, Ian Lane, Oliver Golding, Dave Ward Jr., Jake Hill, and Anthony choosing not to go on to track. So,
well, that's a good way to remember.
Yeah, it was a good way to remember. Unfortunately, it was used in a pun.
Yes.
But hey, 1 heat down, another heat to go here at Bark River. After that first round action, you excited for the rest of this?
Oh yeah, looking forward to this one for sure. And I'll tell you that rather anticlimactic there, the first race. You know,
It had its high points.
After last weekend, or last week, I should say, I want to see some more of that. 4 or 5 guys all battling for that top position.
Absolutely, but that's comparing. This is Bark River compared to Wild Horse Pass. Bark River is the newest short course on the service. Wild Horse Pass is one of the original tracks on the service. Everyone knows how to drive there. Bark River is a little different beast. Not everybody has that crazy practice here. So it's going to be a little bit tricky as we look at our grid for heat number 2. Brock Smith will be lining up on pole position, followed by Mason Prater on that inside. No, it is the outside row, followed by Luke Kinnup, Crystal King, Aiden Irvin, Terry Miller, Nathan Metoxen, Charles Kirchmeyer, Ezra Eberts, and Holton Heitrader. Oh, that's going to be a little championship fight in a heat battle.
It's going to be a good one for sure. Mason Prater, the man in the points lead, looking to defend this for sure. 40 points, though. I think he's doing pretty good.
Yeah, 40 points is looking good, but, you know, Holton Heitrader could get some damage in here if something happens to him. Luke Kinnup standing in for Ethan Ebert right here. I believe Ethan is going to be really looking forward to what Luke can do. If you could see Luke in that white car.
Oh, yeah. And we got, well, looks like we got, was that Ezra Eberts, I believe.
That's Crystal King as well in the white and red car. And at the back of the grid, that'll be, I think, Nathan Metoxen.
Okay. We got Kirchmeyer, Eberts, and Heitrader there.
Yeah, but out at front, it is getting ready to go green.
Green flag, green flag.
And here we go. Green, green, green.
And immediately off the line, Mason Prater takes the lead, jumps across the nose of Brock Smith. Luke Kinnup also making up a few good moves right there.
Yeah, very cool to see Brock Smith in here. That's awesome. Brother of Brent Smith, one of the announcers for the Midwest Series there. Championship off-road. And Brock, of course, a sprint car driver.
Oh, he's going to be facing up with Luke Kinnup, and Luke saying, welcome to Super Trucks. I'm going to give you a little bit of a bump right here, but oh, that might have opened up the door for Crystal King.
Oh man, look at that move, Crystal.
Just a little bit too overzealous right there. She got the move, but into the whoops, she got shot up into the side of Smith, and oh, Mason Prater makes a mistake. Smith goes upside down. Luke Kinnup up into the lead.
And here comes Mason Prater looking on the inside. Smith back underway again. Kinnup out front. Prater, King, Miller, Irvin, Kirchmeyer, Heitrader, Metoxen, Smith, and Eberts.
Look at this three-way fight. Kirchmeyer in the back of this following Irvin and Terry Miller. That was a very intense fight between them, but we got an intense fight right here. King, she had a great run and chance as a very unfortunate incident with Brock Smith being caught out by Mason Prater, who had a mistake in the hairpin, and that's allowed Luke Kinnup to be back in the lead.
And that's something we don't see often at all. In fact, I think it's the first one this season I've seen from Mason.
Oh, Crystal King. Oh, no. She's blowing her engine.
Yep, I see that white smoke. Little puff, motives.
Did she hit something? Oh.
Yeah, I'd say she hit the K-rail hard.
She landed, and that is a very unfortunate K-rail hit. And she's going to stop the car.
You're not supposed to grind him like a skateboard.
Yeah, this is not the Tokyo Olympics. You don't get points for that.
No rail slides.
Yeah, 50-50 frontside fakie.
Oh, here we go. Kinnup back out front. Prater in tow. Good little back gap back there to Miller. Look at that. Almost 2 seconds. Look at this. The mirror image there. Prater. And there is Miller in the 09. Heitrader. Little gap back to him.
Terry Miller, the only A-class driver in this series. iRacing extended the licensing for the off-road series in the trucks to get into the dirt road series to get up to A-class to qualify for some of the world championship stuff. And
wow.
the pro trucks they get up to, I believe, class C or B now with the way that they have it. They changed it up a little bit to increase participation, but with Terry Miller, he's dabbled in rallycross a lot, so he's got his way up into dirt road A class.
Well, I gotta say, he's doing pretty good right now, hanging out in third. Unfortunately, that's a position that's going to send you to the LCQs, but not bad considering the inversions we talked about. But, you know, right now, Knupp and Prater, they're putting on a clinic.
Yeah, this is a Knupp and Prater show. Luke Knupp, Mason Prater, sometimes considered two of the best drivers in all of iRacing short course history and on the iRacing short course community. These two are always in the top front page of iRacing short course rankings.
Yeah, they were a couple of top runners for sure, and mod carts back in the day. Luke Knupp now running in the desert, killing it out there. Mason Prater campaigning a pro light in the championship off-road racing series. So these kids have a lot of talent.
Yeah, they're very talented. They're very well respected. Everyone knows who they are. If you don't know who they are, you will know after one race with them.
And I'm assuming is that Ezra Everts? I don't know the first name.
Ezra Eberts. Yeah, Ezra Eberts at the very end had an issue. Oh, yeah, that car's not looking good. I believe he got a replay of that. That's not the track.
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Okay. Thought I saw exactly in the test car. Ezra, he drives a little desert, and as well as he's been a few times in the pro buggy and short course.
Yeah, those pro buggies are different beasts compared to these pro trucks.
Oh, absolutely.
And Mason Prater catching right up to Luke Knupp now. I don't think Mason's going to go for the pass, though. You'll have better car position if you finish the second place. That's Crystal King coming out of the pits.
Miller still holding on to third in a strong hold there with Height Raider in tow.
Speaking of Height Raider, he is right behind Miller, so he could be able to make a move right here. White flag to stand by.
I was going to say, there's not enough time to do anything. One lap.
He gained a lot of time, though, last lap, so...
Yeah, but this one's so hard to get up and pass on. So high speed. A lot of turns unsettle these trucks here. And you can see what happened to Mason earlier. Nice recovery by him, though.
Yeah, Ezra Miller, Terry Miller, in that Racers for Christ 09, Racers for Christ delivers our invocation before the start of each finale.
Racers for Christ. Maybe it's Steve Hansen that does it for us. One of the Dirt Ministry.
Look at this.
Oh! Send it, baby.
A little bit wide for Mason Prater. Luke Knupp swings it up the inside, but he goes a little bit wide. Are they jostling for who's going to get second place, a better car position?
I think so. Here we go. Man, they were just sending it.
Yeah, that was a little bit of send, but Mason Prater was so wide right there. Oh, man. Luke Knupp and Mason Prater punched their ticket into the finale. And they're going to park it up, and I feel like they're giving each other the good old thumbs up, but Mason Prater backed off a lot in that final lap. That last lap time was 15 seconds for them. They were really trying to see who could go as slow as they can to get second place.
I think they were actually battling to. You're correct on that. Look at that, 3.86 seconds over Miller, 4.5 over Height River.
Yeah, and Miller, Height Raider, Irvin, Kirchmeier, Toxin, Smith, Eberts, and King are not punching their ticket to the finale right now, but they will be heading into our consolation grid. But currently, let's hop over to heat number 3 with Brady Shermonte, Zach Drapkin, Chris Plumley, Tyler Street, Nick Larson, Franklin Monak, Brody Graham, Mike Sorum with Reese. Mike Sorum at the 8th at the back of this 8-car grid. Connor and Reese are admins. No, I believe Reese is driving. Yeah, Reese at the end of this 8-car grid. Reese actually, well, he'll be starting just basically in his own row. And Reese still renting that U-Haul. So it gave him luck a lot. He got a podium with that. He was very happy with that last week over in Phoenix. So, you know, he hauled it back up here for Bark River, thinking it will be bringing the best of luck.
Well, maybe before we get this going, we thank some of our great sponsors that make this all possible. Companies like Signature Propellers. It's not clean.
It's super clean.
Sparco.
AIM Data Systems.
And Dirt Sports World, the voice of off-road.
There we go. That last one was really well timed.
Like I knew it was coming.
Green, green, green.
All right. Green, green, green. Jeremiah, Drapkin, Plumley, Street, Larson, Monac, Graham, Sorum, Newell.
Tyler Street making moves early. Already up the inside. Oh, big contact between all of them. We got a car straight into the wall. It's taking a lot of damage right now. I believe that was Chris Plumley.
That's something we want
Oh, no. 782 of Franklin Monak getting tipped over sideways. And look at Reese Newer. Up 5 spots already.
Reese on the move. He's going to say, I'm going to take my U-Haul and move your junk out of my way.
He's certainly hauling it right now. That was forced.
I'll give it to you. Uh-oh. Where are we going?
Oh, Reese. Looking up the outside, looking up the inside. We're going to try another look. Oh, yes, he is. He is sending that one through that corner, but oh, very awkward through the bumps right there. But oh, Brody Graham of that iRacing short course car are taking a lot of wall.
I don't think Reese Newer's going to be getting his deposit back on the U-Haul. Missing a couple fenders.
It's missing a couple fenders, but, you know, after last week, I feel like he's earned a loyalty check, so might be waived.
Go. Well, we're watching Cheramani and Zach Drapkin. Great Cheramani, the number 73, and Ortega. And then you got that red line. I know back car of Zach Drapkin. Trying to see his iRacing sponsorship, but I can't see it.
It's hard to see. I know Zach is in that Signature Propellers red line oil machine, and Brady Sharamonte in that. Oh yeah, that is hard. AR Omega.
AM Ortega.
AM Ortega.
Yeah.
No, that's even hard for me to identify on the side and on the nose. AM Ortega. There it goes. Thank you. Thank you, Braden.
I told you. AM Ortega.
Yeah, Nick Larson sitting in third, and that Ford race driver machine. Race driven. It is race driven. If this wasn't foggy, we'd actually be making sense here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, I got to tell you, Braden and Zach are easy for me. Those two I can get. Both run the CBR radiators.
Yeah, those are some nice radiators too. If you're looking to get some very confident radiators for your next off-road Baja Beast or short course Beast, look at CBR.
And the intercoolers for turbos, so make a lot of quality products like that.
Oh, and Zach.
Oh, hello. Looking to the inside there of Cheramani. Had to get on the binders, it looked like just a little bit.
Now they're starting to build out a gap to Larson. With them racing on, do you think they're going to try to do what Mason and Luke were doing last race if they get up to a 4-second lead?
Try to slow down but not lose.
Yeah. Try to lose the lead but not get get into third.
Not often do you try to get second, but
When you know the field rotation is the entire field, you're going to try it.
well, Larson looks like he's going to be, back. But look at the gap back to Newer.
2.5 seconds. Yeah, 2.5 seconds to Larson. Newer though, 6 seconds to these two up here, and Reese and that U-Haul. Well, he hauled it up through the field, up 6 spots. It's just going to be a big ask to lock himself into the finale. He's got to go to that last chance qualifier, but he's putting himself into a good grid position.
Yeah, you see him playing off the wall as they come around, banging it, using it as a big berm. I was looking for Plumley to be running up in there. Him and Monac are having some problems.
Yeah, Chris Plumley's driving the pro buggy right now.
Yeah. Graham's doing great, sitting there in 5th position.
Yeah, Brody Graham up 2 spots, had a big strike of the wall on the left-hand side. You don't see a lot of left-handed missing panels here, so that must have been contact with another driver.
Yes. Or you spun around and hit the wall the other way.
That is true. He did have that giant impact at the start of this race. As Zach Drapkin looking for that Zach attack right here.
Well, these two drivers definitely looking for that white flag here. They come around. Ticker says 2 to go.
Oh, he's showing him the bumper. And here it comes. Oh, I thought Zach was going to look up the inside, but white flag about to come out.
And there's that run they're playing on each time. Very nice. It's kind of how they do in Wilders after that first turn. White flag, 1-0. And it looks like a drifting ballet with these two out front.
Zach getting a lot of over rotation mid-air. And now 2.5 seconds to Larson. Let's see if that relative goes down to them. It's already dropped 2/10. Are they playing the game?
Yeah, I think Braden's right on it.
Here comes Zach. Yeah, they are playing the game. They're going for it. Zach looking up the inside.
Give him a little brake check right before the checker flag.
I think that'll be rules for a protest.
Hey, the admins can say, hey, forget that whole version. Let's just play it straight up.
They've taken a big stance on a silliness happening in the series in contact, so it's going to be a much cleaner series going forward. And there goes Zach. He's dropping off the pace right now, letting Sharamonte keep that lead and stamp both their tickets into the finale. But Zach going to make it interesting now. Look up the inside, get a nice photo. Both of them in the air while the checkered flag flies. Sharamonte and Drapkin both go into the finale with Nick Larson, Reese Newer, Brody Graham, Chris Plumley, Franklin Monac, Tyler Street, and Mike Sorum going to the last chance qualifier as they pose for a photo. Well, as we wait, oh, who is doing? Oh my gosh, that was one of the I don't know who that was, but they were acting like Airbud right there, just driving across the entire track, going for a jump at the fence. No spectators were harmed in the making of this race. Well, as we readjust ourselves in the booth and get closer to our mics, here are our consolation, our last chance qualifier grid, where the top 6 advance to the finale.
You got him. I can't read him from here.
I know. That I was to say as we all readjust ourselves to our microphones. Nicholas Dachelet starting up on pole position, followed by Holton Highrider, Nick Larson, Zachary Knowles, Brody Graham, and Cross Kirchmeyer, followed by Ian Lane, Bricklin Monak, Brock Smith, Dave Ward, Mike Sarum, and Crystal King at the end of our grid.
Green, green, green.
And they're already off and away here. Oh, gosh. They're already off and away here as everything has just failed.
Well, I got it going down here. Let's see. Top 92. Yeah, it looks like that's what, or is that Dachelet there?
Yes, Dachelet, Highrider, Larson, Knowles, Graham, and Kirchmeyer are top 6.
All right, here we go. Have fun here. They're all flying behind like a parade on the flying trapeze there. Dachelet, Highrider, Larson, the top 3. Now, if we've taken 2, 2, and 2, and 6, so we need to get 12 more drivers.
Yeah, this is the fight right here. The fight for the bubble. Oh, the 99 gets a bad shot. Brody Graham clipping the. Did he clip the gantry?
Yeah. Truss there.
The
K-rail.
Oh, he hit the that little K-rail that came out there, and he went for a spin. And
well, it looks like everybody's going to qualify.
Oh, everybody! Oh, Smith is around, and Franklin Monarch's around as well. Zach Knowles in that transfer spot. We saw him starting in pole position. He's gonna, if he keeps that spot, he'll be starting at the front row. But look behind him. That's Crystal King. She's going to try to punch her ticket after having an engine blowout on her after a massive impact in her heat race. And here she comes, looking up the inside. It's a little bit too shallow.
Paul Dachelet and Highrider, pretty much these two with, looks like Larson right behind him, Rick Larson. He's about 0.1, is it 0.112? Behind.
He's a second now.
Yeah. Under a second.
Yeah, these top 3 are putting on a great show out front. All 3 of them have the pace right here to take this race, but it's going to be very interesting to see. To see where they go in the finale. And Holton Highrider, in the fight for the championship, in the last chance qualifier, which is something you do not want to see if you're fighting for the championship.
Yeah, definitely. Well, this one looks like everybody's going to qualify. It's just interesting. The last person, it could be Brock Smith sits on the pole if it's a full field inversion.
Are you saying that because we didn't have 4 heats, we're having an entire grid go ahead?
Well, we took 2, 2, and 2. That's 6 plus 12 is going to be 18, and that's all we are main event.
All right.
I took my shoes and socks off to count that high. Just want everybody to know.
I'm keeping my socks on, so that probably explains why. Nick Larson jumps up into second place after that fantastic last lap, being the fastest lap of the race. As they come across the line, white flag in the air.
Yeah, it looks like they got driven on Larson, Dachelet. You know, that green machine. Boy, you could really see him disappear in that fog there. He's Falcon tires.
Yeah, camoed.
You think it was the first short track race on iRacing and just complete fog?
This is the first one I've seen.
And it's the first one I've seen too. It's a very hard, it's a very interesting concept. You can't control weather.
Yeah, for sure. The white flag.
Oh no! And oh, that is a big unfortunate. That is a big unfortunate event for Nicholas Dachelet. Gets a bad bounce off the berm, drops down into third. Holton Highrider up into second. Larson though keeps the lead.
Nick Larson was back there being patient, and it paid off there for sure, as well as Highrider, Dachelet, Kirchmeier. Looks like Ian Lane back there. That rounds out our top 5. Followed by Knowles, King, Sorum, Ward, Monette, Smith.
And Bodie Graham, who was barrel rolling across the track, as it's Nick Larson taking the victory.
The 802.
Great race for the 802.
The LCQ, whatever you want to call it.
Last chance qualifier goes to Nick Larson, followed by Highrider, Dachelet, Kirchmeier, Lane, Knowles, King, Sorum, Ward, Franklin Monak, Brock Smith, and Bodie Graham.
Knowles.
And
like
we have 2 last chance qualifier grids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're back to the old format. Remember, we got 2 last chance qualifiers.
So we're gonna take 6 and 6 then.
Yeah. And
Totally
I'm going to go back to those results, but it's Aiden Irvin taking pole position, followed by Reese Newer, Thomas Grady, Terry Miller, Roland Johns, Chris Plumley, Nathan Metoxen, Arthur Golding, Tyler Street, Ezra Eberts, and Jake Hill. Eberts and Jake Hill in that final grid position.
Believe me, there's Ebert and there's Ebert. So
yeah, and Ebert's not here. I guess I'm just used to saying Ebert because our friend of the 77.
You're not the first.
And I'm just going to go into the C-Man results right there. Bring them up onto the screen. Zach Knowles, Ian Lane, Cross Kirchmeier, Nicholas Dachelet, Highrider, and Larson jump up into the finale as we get ready to crown the next 6 tickets into the finale. And we're green.
Green. And Irvin sitting up on that pole with a great shot out there. He goes. You see Newer in that U-Haul. Look at Grady.
Oh, Terry Miller already. Terry Miller had an awful start right there. And oh my God. Oh.
Is that the love truck?
No. The love truck.
And it's Newer.
So Newer went slow. Got an extremely bad start. Went off-roading on the off-road. They both made contact right there. Then Newer. Oh my gosh, Thomas Grady. Does this count for an onboard? Oh.
I actually saw sparks off the K-rail.
Yeah. When you see that, you're definitely going to have to be stopping off by the Loves and taking care of one of those showers. But hey, they're still back 5-3 wide. Aiden Irvin leading by 1.5 seconds now to Roland Johns and Terry Miller in the fight for second place. The fight for the transfer spot is Tyler Street all by their own. Jake Hill trying to close then that gap.
So it's going to be 6 out of this one. So Street on the bubble, Hill just outside the bubble. Golding. Not used to seeing Golding going this deep into an LCQ.
Yeah, but look at this fight. Ooh, showing him the bumper right there. Johns on Miller.
Yeah, just a little love tap he gave to Miller there.
Slide job, perfect placement. But Chris Plumley, after a very horrid heat race by him, after pretty much barrel rolling like we saw the Lutz truck do, he's up there in 3rd place as he makes the move on Terry Miller. Toxin closing in.
Well, the Toxin sitting in a good qualifying position for sure.
This is the fight we really should be looking at. On board the signature propellers machine of Jake Hill, with 3 laps to go, was on the bumper of Tyler Street. Whoever gets 6th place here moves on to the finale.
And you can see Hill starting to really hit
Ooh.
those marks. Oh, that bump they're able to recover nicely.
Yeah, these
Didn't lose
four-wheel
the ground.
drive Pro 4s, very easy to recover from a mistake, but so easy to lose a lot of time after one. And oh, that's a big berm hit for Hill.
Yeah. Every hit like that costs you 1/10 of a second.
There's Oliver Golding right behind him. Golding with the fastest lap, but he is down in 8th place. Right now, Oliver Golding will not be making it into the finale. And oh! Well, that's one spot made up. Jake Hill, bad bounce. Oliver Golding now has to close in 2.1 seconds to Tyler Street ahead of him. Oliver Golding, currently the fastest truck on the grid with 2 laps to go. Can he somehow snipe his way into the finale? Or will he miss out by 1?
Well, he's definitely trying to fight his way up there for sure, but Irvin, Johns, Plumley, Miller, and Metoxen. Now Street, OG's got that laser sight on him there.
Yeah, this fight for second is insane right now, as Aiden Irvin's walking away on sunshine.
Plumley, though, is one thing here. Plumley really struggled in the first race we saw.
Yeah, I had a
as well as
massive
the
crash.
heat race. Yeah. Not
New
used to seeing
fastest
this
lap.
deep in the field.
Oliver Golding, 1:13.9. And he's
Well,
closed
white
in that
flag is
gap.
out.
He's closed in that gap. He's already a second in on Tyler Street. White flag is out. Half a lap is left. Does Oliver Golding have enough in the tank to really push this?
Well, this will be the race to watch right now for sure. Will he make it happen?
8/10 down. Here comes Golding. Street's been struggling in this section.
Golding, closer, checkered flags getting ready to come out here for Irvin.
But this is the race for that final spot as Aiden Irvin takes the win by 3 straight seconds over Johns and Plumley. Golding has just a few more corners to go. Riding all the berms, getting very aggressive. They make contact. Oliver Golding and Tyler Street banging and bumping and rubbing with each other. Street's got the outside line, but oh, that might be called into question right there. Tyler Street is not happy. Oliver Golding, last minute dive into the finale.
I am going to stay out of that one. Look at it here.
That is not the move. That's how Golding got there. It was so controversial. My live timing did not pick it up. But, wow.
Well, we'll see what happens on the population of the tower here.
Population of the tower. This is the warm-up for the finale of the race. As we sit here in the fog, we got 5 minutes until we get back to racing. What are we feeling about this race?
Well, I feel it's going to be really physical. That's one thing for sure. Physical race. You can see that little dot of the sun up there. You can see the little dot of the sun up there.
Yeah, it is a very small dot. The sun is really not, it is just not happy right now. It's trying to give us the sunshine, trying to give us this great race. But, story of the evening, I even feel like the, admin team are, talking about, that move on all that Oliver Golding did.
Well, it was hard to tell if he got on the binders in front of him or Oliver just didn't brake.
It was a massive impact on the apex. He did cover off the apex, but Oliver really sent it in there. And, I feel like both these drivers might be pleading their case on who should be going into the finale. And I don't know how you manage to kick somebody out of the finale without, unless one of the drivers just gets kicked from the session right now. We might, if Oliver Golding's move was seen to be illegal, they will kick it from the session, and that will allow Street to be promoted up there. We will see what happened, and this is now the battle for 1000th apparently, so I think that's just happened. Well, he's now back in the car, so this is not the battle for 1000th, but it'd be cool to have 1,000 cars in the grid. And let's see if Street is out on track right now. Nope, Street is not out on track. Street's still in his pit box, probably eagerly messaging Connor Berry and the Adamant team, just saying, I feel like that move was not allowed, and I can definitely tell you a investigation will go into this after this race, because Street's not happy.
Agreed. Well, it's a good time to thank a lot of our sponsors again, like AIM Data Systems, CBR Performance Products.
It's not clean.
It's super clean.
And Signature Propellers.
And of course, you can't forget Signature Propellers, of course. Summertime. Need your boat propeller cleaned up? Well, they're the guys that do it. Signature Propellers. And of course, for all the dirt in the off-road racing world, you need to go to Dirt Sports World. Check it out. And of course, Sparco, with all your great safety equipment and sim gear.
Yeah, Sparco upped their sim line as well. They brought out a new pair of Sparco gloves. The V2s, absolutely beautiful gloves. I got me some V2s lately. They've improved on the design. It's got a much more breathable fabric, and they just fit my hands so well. These V2s. I still got my V1s around, and they are so good as well. And you know, they are just like the real thing.
Oh, like it's Sparco. They are the real thing.
But yeah, that's what I mean. It's the perfect sim gear because they are the real thing. But they aren't as hot as the real thing.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, I remember I remember back in my days.
Summer driving gloves.
Summer drive. You know, down here in Texas, that is actually a good idea. And I, as somebody who does not park their car in a garage because my garage is currently full of Toyotas, I drive my Camry with my gloves on there without burning my hand in this Texas sun.
What, an air-conditioned steering wheel?
Yeah, you know, I need to invest in one, but my car's from 1999, so I don't think that was a thing yet. But we got our final grid. Oliver Golding on pole position here for our finale, with Zach Knowles starting right next to him. Zach, gonna be very happy. It's the second time he's starting in that front row, so it's gonna be very, very interesting to see what he can do if he's been holding it back. Followed by Nathan Metoxen, Ian Lane, Terry Miller, Cross Kirchmeyer, Chris Plumley, Nicholas Dachelet, Roland Johns, Holton Heitritter, looking to make good moves right here in 10th place, trying to get some ground on his championship rival, followed by Aiden Irvin and Nick Larson in 12th place. They're followed by Zachary Drapkin and Mason Prater, with Gary Green starting right behind them. Braden Sharamonte, Luke Knupp, and Keaton Swain at the back of this 18-car field. We're ready.
Well, we got something just in. I just got a little birdie told me there could be a black flag, and they're going to put Oliver to the end of the line. EOL.
Where was this birdie? Because I did not get that birdie.
It's a mama bird.
Ah.
That's all I can say.
Well, we'll find out who will be starting on pole and who will be starting up out front. I believe we are starting behind the rolling start. No, are we? No? I do not see the pace truck out there. So this grid may not be the grid. We're going to find out. But first, we have a message from our friends at Racers or Christ.
All right, let's get some racing in. So stoked to see you guys doing the virtual racing thing, and that you invite me to be a part of that. So let's kick this off with a prayer, and please bow with me. Father, we're just so stoked with these guys. They're all out here racing and make the most of these uncertain times. And Father, with our uncertain times, we just put those in your hands.
And we are green. Sorry about that. They cut off the time as we're go here early on with 12 laps here at Bark River.
Well, I guess I was wrong on that because they let Golding go out front. So.
Oh, but it's already Knowles up the inside. Golding down into second.
Is it Knowles or Knowles?
Knowles. Okay. It should be Knowles, judging by the way that I say Knights. But Oliver Golding. Oh, Golding. Well, I think your little birdie was right. He was just kicked.
Yep, because he didn't go to the end of the line.
Yep, Oliver Golding is out of this race. And, well, there is your mama bird. And I think that start was a little bit of statement by him, not taking no for an answer. But look at this. Holton Heitrider and Mason Prater already nose to tail with each other. That's reverse, full-on reverse starting grid. Definitely not affecting them at all.
Keep an eye on them for sure. They're so quick out there. Watching Knupp already start to make his way up there. You can see Prater up to 7th place there. Heitrider 6th, Johns in 5th. Look at Heitrider now in 5th place.
Heitrider getting all the way out over the line right there. And it's just a beautiful looking at all these trucks going on. So many battles. Look at this backpack we got going.
Well, I knew this was going to be a tight physical race for sure. We've got the top drivers out there for sure. Chiramani's starting to make his way up. Waiting for Knupp to make his way up too. Ooh, Swain. It's another fast driver.
There's so much stuff going on. Everyone's nose to tail right now, so we got our static cameras giving a good trackside experience for everybody as we go right over there. Brandon Sharamonte, though, having an issue.
Yeah, definitely. I saw quite a few positions there. Let's see what happened. Did he over-rotate?
I think might bad bounce through the bump. Oh, he landed on the 109.
Oh, nice little bastard door slide.
Well, he saved it. He's on the wheels, but he's back on the wheels of everybody else, and now he's trying to get back up to the field, and he's battling with Keaton Swain, who was, well, he started at the very back, and he won his heat. So even Keaton Swain can't get through this pack. Holton Heitrider, though, in 5th place with that fastest lap of the race, trying to chase down Plumley and get onto that podium.
So it's a battle there. You can see Knowles out front with Miller, Kirchmeier, Plumley, Heitrider the top 5. So they go over the leap there. Mason Prater.
Oh, look at this.
Him.
3 wide.
Here we go. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Plumley in the middle of all that. Kirchmeier on the inside, and Holton Heitrider trying to get through them because he's trying to get away from Mason Prater. Mason Prater's stuck behind Roland Johns.
Heitrider wants as many drivers between him and Prater as possible.
Oh, this is somebody you do not want behind you. That 56.
Zach. John said, do that. Bye-bye.
Johns does not want any part of this. He knows what happens when Zach gets behind you. And look what's up there ahead of him. 2 by 2 up ahead. 4 cars ready for the picking. And, well, Johns has just unleashed Mason Prater on to his championship rival.
We're going to see Zach Drapton just going to try and stay right with Prater and follow Prater up through the pack.
Absolutely.
Now,
Zach home to the longest winning streak in iRacing short course. He won the first race of the season and then the last 3 races of last season. So Zach really trying to get back into that groove, and he's right on the bumper of Mason Prater, who I believe if I'm thinking in Zach's mind, he's going to allow Mason to be the train that goes through the field, and he's just going to stick with him until that final corner.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I'd tuck in behind him, take his lines, follow him, get right up on his bumper. So if he goes to the inside, somebody can't move down on the inside.
Yeah, speaking of up the inside, that 512 up ahead of Height Raider was looking on the inside across Kirchmeier. And now Height Raider, the championship rival, his championship rival, are nose tail right now, and Cross stuck in the middle of this.
Well, Height Raider definitely going to keep Kirchmeier between him and Prater.
Oh, this is the best seat of the house. I feel like the fog is lifting up right now.
Yeah, the sun's starting to burn it off just a little bit. Our leader Knowles, 2 seconds over Miller, 3 seconds over Plumley, almost 5 seconds over Height Raider.
And this is that fight we're watching right now, the fight for 4th place. 5 seconds behind the lead, and Kirchmeier gets a tap from the K-rail, 3 wide off the exit, Prater on the outside. Height Raider on the inside, and in the middle is Cross Kirchmeier. Looking like a 3 wide start, and look at this, Zach Drapkin swings it around the outside. He's just right in that bumper of Mason Prater.
It's smart. I'm not going to take that away from him. That's what I would do. Yeah, look at Kirchmeier now behind Drapkin, looking to the inside of him.
Terry Miller now next on the list for Height Raider. And Miller in 3rd place, and here comes Height Raider.
Miller's got some great lines watching him through here.
He had a little bit of a mistake in the hairpin section, though, as our competition caution comes out right now on lap 7.
Well, it's time to re-rack and restack the field here. Knowles, Plumley, Miller, Height Raider, Prater, the top 5, followed by Drapkin, Kirchmeier, Knupp, Irvin, Johns, Green, Swain, Cheramani, Matoxin, Larson, and Dachelet. Holding in lane are out.
Yeah, Golding getting the, axe from the start after not following race control orders, which, you know, in iRacing, much easier to deal with somebody ignoring a black flag than in real life, even though they both end up the same, a lot of shouting and somebody getting slapped in the face. Though in this case, the slap in the face is kicked from the session, where in real life it's a lot more physical and somebody might bring out a crowbar.
Hey, we don't do that in short course off-road.
Yeah, you don't.
We're all perfectly behaved gentlemen. Tempers never flare.
Everyone.
Dads never fight.
Well, we're about to go back to green flag racing at the top of the hill with Knowles up in the lead. Green, green, green.
So Knowles is a great stop there. Plumley right on his bumper. Miller back in 3rd. Height Raider, Prater, Drapkin.
Yeah, Plumley on that outside line. Knowles getting a little bump from the inside. Plumley around the outside, and Plumley takes the lead.
Someone just flying over the...
Oh, that's the Unkind Esports car of Gary Green. Barrel rolling end over end.
And Drapkin, too. He's gone.
Drapkin's on the out. Yeah, Drapkin was off in there, and this is the bad bump, and Gary Green, he was hit from behind.
Yeah, Drapkin actually was sailing over the wall.
Drapkin went for a ride. Gary Green went for a wild ride. And Chris Plumley is in the sweetest ride up into the lead after a beautiful crossover move on that outside line, but Knowles is right there.
I want you to notice Knupp now up in the 5th place, Prater back to 6th. Height Raider in 4th.
Where did Luke come from?
Sneaky Luke.
Sneaky
Luke. Hired filling driver out there.
Yeah, Sneaky Luke Knupp filling in for Ethan Ebert. And he's on the back of Holton Height Raider. And he's on the he's just outside of that podium spot. He's looking to make that move with a good switchback right here. Ooh, down the inside, and Luke Knupp, sneaky like a fox like that, up in there for 3rd place, but Height Raider is still on that bumper. Not anymore.
Nope. He's going to try and get to that inside. That off-camber jump.
Terry Miller taking a wide line, allowing Mason Prater to get up there into 5th place behind his championship rival, Holden iRaider up there in 4th.
That was a good shot of Prater with the number 1 on it. And we saw our leader go by, Plumley out front. Knowles still right there, though. Not far off. Half a second. And here comes Canuck. Hammer down.
Now aboard is Zach Knowles, and we'll be letting you know if Luke Knupp is on the back of him. And yeah, the sun really burning through that mist right now.
I see blue skies.
Yeah, blue skies, misty mist really evaporating from the grass right now. It looks like a good morning here in Michigan. There's a big look by Zach, trying to get back into the lead.
Well, Plumley getting a little sideways there, allowing Knowles to get a little bit closer there. Good up. iRaider, Prater, top 5. Chiramani back up to 6th place. Miller, he's in 7th after running up in a podium position early on. Drapkin, the same, sliding that back up there after going back, I believe, to 10th place.
That fight for the lead is really closing down. All the way down to 5th place right now, but that top 3, oh, that fight for 2nd place is really there, because there's Luke Knupp and Zach Knowles. And Luke up 14 spots. And already challenging for 2nd place, and here comes that move in the hairpin. Luke is pushing and banging the Canadian out of the way, and up into 2nd place.
Oh my, look at that. Great run on the outside, banging it off the wall.
Oh, and Holden coming off the berm, gets a good kick out, up into 3rd. And here comes Mason Prater, and oh, Mason Prater and Zach making contact. They're still side by side.
Zach Knowles, though, running a great race back in 5th place.
Yeah, fantastic race by Zach in his, I believe, debut race with us.
Yep. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen him out there. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, the Canadian has a lot of pace and a lot of promise for our next rounds, and our next round being, I believe, at Crandon. And next round, we're going back to the drivers' much loved enduro format that we had in Phoenix.
Yeah, I really did enjoy that.
Yeah, driver opinions and viewer opinions were very positive, but they wanted to do a bit more testing before we could firm what will be happening in the fall series or winter series of iRacing Short Course. And I believe everyone's opinion is it's going to go back to that enduro format, which it is it's such a unique format.
Oh yeah, so many positions change out there.
The strategy book coming out. Like, Short Course had everything except for strategy in it, and with strategy in there, it's going to look a lot much even more cooler. Drivers going to start hiring crew chiefs, and you know, they know how much fuel to put in the car, if they're going to take tires.
Well, that's the other thing too. A lot of drivers early on didn't start with a full tank, try to burn off as much gas they could. Makes the truck a little lighter and faster. But on endurance, you got to really plan that out.
Yeah. I'm mainly an endurance racer now. I do a lot of 4-hour endurance races around the Nürburgring, and I got a pit stop schedule. I do not stop. My first stint is much shorter than my entire fuel tank can go, and I do that to get off of strategy, clear myself from the traffic, and pace my way through the field, and it's worked out pretty good with a few wins and a few podiums.
Well, it sounds like a plan there, but look at this, watching the battle between Prater and iRaider. Man, look at this. Riding the wall, riding the berm, coming around. They literally just staying right on the edge, staying out of the loamy dirt. White flag is out. Plumley. Will this be Plumley's first win?
I think it will be the Dirty Plum's first win. And but Luke Knupp, that sly fox, is right behind him.
I know, boy, he's running like a scared rabbit right now. It is rabbit season, and Plumley is the purple rabbit.
Yeah, Plumley is that purple rabbit. Even if it's rabbit season, I feel like he wants to change it to duck season right now and have Luke get a little bit confused, but this is not the Looney Tunes right now.
Well, the final lap out there. Oh, Canuck gets on two wheels.
That might be it.
Back down. And there it is coming across.
Not the finish line.
Nope.
Yep. 3 more corners for Knupp. Knupp, 8/10 back. Are we going to see a send by Knupp? Plumley looking very good. Knupp losing all the track right here. Closing up that gap. 6/10 separate them. It's not going to be enough. And taking his first win in iRacing's short course, Chris Plumley.
Very awesome drive by Plumley. Knupp's going to come across in second with Highrider running out of the box.
Mason Prater misses out on the podium in 4th place, followed by Zach Knowles, who had a fantastic race, finishing in 5th place for his debut.
And, of course, a couple of our usual suspects up there. Luke Knupp, filling again for Ethan Ebert. But Chris Plumley, man, so impressed.
Yeah, there is nothing I can say about that. We are still waiting for the final result right now. Nick Larson, he stopped actually before the line. There he comes. Here comes Nick. Across the line, and here are our final results here at Bark River for iRacing's short course. Chris Plumley, first win in iRacing's short course, takes his first win. Followed by Luke Knupp and Holton Highrider finishing on the podium with a Mason Prater in 4th place, followed by Zach Nose, Zach Drapkin, Brady Sharamonte, Keaton Swain, Terry Miller, Aiden Irving, Gary Green, Roland Johns, Cross Kirchmeyer, Nathan Matoxen, Nicholas Dachelet, Nick Larson, Ian Lane, and Oliver Golding not taking the start of this race. Oliver Golding did take the start, but received the band hammer and will not be classified in the results.
Well, with that said, we'll get our top 3 in and talk to them.
Yeah, we have our 3rd place finisher right now standing next to us. So let's bring him in. Standing by with Dave, it's Holton Highrider.
Hello.
Holton, what's going on, buddy? Man, what a crazy race.
Yeah, that one was wild for sure.
What are your thoughts on that full course inversion?
I actually kind of like it. I feel like it allows the not so fast drivers to get up front and possibly get a podium.
Well, one thing is talk about this track. It's so fast, it's so tight, but there's a few spots you actually have to force somebody into a mistake to make a pass.
Yeah, this track is really challenging. There's a lot of turns, a lot of places for passing, and also a lot of places for mistakes.
Yeah, but you almost have to force him in that mistake to get a pass.
Yeah.
Well, I know you're in the points, and I know, Mason finishing a little bit back there off the podium. Got to make you feel a little bit better, just chipping away at that points lead.
Yeah, just trying to get as much points as I can.
Well, that's all about it. Well, I know you got a lot of people that help you out, and I think it's time to give them a little love.
Yeah, I want to thank Compliance Parts Company, Factory Sim Sport, Next Level Sim, Ultra Wheels, Justice Brothers, AIM, CSD, Keaton, Luke, and the rest of the team, and Ethan for, he wasn't out there this race, but I wish I was out here. He was out here racing, battling with me because he's fun to battle with and race with. He's always running me clean. He's just a good driver.
Well, awesome. I agree. That's for sure. Hopefully we'll see him back and you guys battling again next week for podium position.
Yeah.
Holden Highrider, everybody, with a great run. 3rd place, sitting 2nd in the points.
Yeah, but finishing 2nd in the race. He was standing in for Ethan Ebert today. He snuck his way through the field. I did not know where he was until we came out of that yellow flag. Next thing I know, I see Luke Knupp pop up there in 5th. Next thing you know, he's popping up there into 3rd. Next thing you know, he's in 2nd. Luke, How do you manage just to crawl through the field without making any noise?
I mean, it's kind of one of those things where you kind of just let the race come to you. You let all the action unfold, and you just try to make it without any carnage happening. And it was a carnage fest right after that restart, and I knew I wanted to get to the top 10 there, and then I made it to eighth. And I knew it was going to be carnage after that yellow, like I said, and I just tried to make it way through as best by possible. And I think I was fifth after crossing the finish line right after the restart. So helped that a little bit, and then quickly got to third after a little bit of carnage in front of me, and then got by Zach with 3 to go, and I just tried to push as hard as I could to get Plum, but he deserved that win more than anyone else, and I'm super happy for him.
Yeah, but you're probably the second. Well, you're probably one of the happiest persons out on track up there. Up 15 spots from the start. You are the biggest mover, and what a race and round for you. Is Bark River one of your favorite tracks on iRacing?
Yeah, it's definitely the most technical track, which makes it fun. A lot of high speed, but what kind of is a bummer is you only hit the brakes 2 times. It's a slow track, or it's a fast track, and you barely slow down. And those two braking spots are really your only passing spots, unless someone makes a mistake. So it's really hard to come from the back, and I think that's what made it super technical tonight. And admins made a smart call to make that. I think it made for some good racing. Hopefully, it showed on stream how fun it was, and glad to get some points for Ethan.
One
Wish I
last
could have. Oh.
one last question. Talking about the decisions. The weather. Uh, how was racing in the fog?
I think it would have been fine if I was on my monitors, but with the VR, VR makes it a
Oh,
little bit more blurry.
oh no.
It was a handful. I hear Dave in the background laughing. It was a handful.
Well,
I can't imagine.
It was crazy. It really felt realistic, and maybe next round we'll go back to the daylight.
we'll find out next round. We'll find out if you're standing in for anybody. You were sitting in for Ethan Ebert. Before we let you go, anyone you want to thank after that wonderful performance?
Whole factory sim sport squad 1 2 3 again tonight. Super happy. See all the hard work paying off. Um, Ultra Wheels, Appliance Parts Company, Butt Kicker, Rigid Industries, Justice Brothers. They're coming on board this year and helping out with the Trophy Light program. We're racing that
Awesome.
next week, so I'm super excited, and hopefully we can carry this momentum into maybe next week and then off to Vegas to Reno.
All
Yeah,
right.
buddy.
Thank you, Luke.
Luke, the hired assassin, silent driver.
For sure.
Well, standing by with Dave, taking his first win in the iRacing Short Course Series. Dirty Plum, Chris Plumley.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Pretty good, man. You've been fighting and just doing so well every race. But this one, it looks like you found your groove.
Yeah, I feel like Bark River's probably one of my stronger tracks. I probably put more laps on here than a lot of people. So, yeah, I've been kind of plagued most of the year by, some of my own mistakes. Rather new to driving these trucks, and just trying to get it down and try to compete with these fast guys.
Well, Luke was saying there's only really 2 spots he was hitting his brakes. Were you pretty much trying to not to hit your brakes at all? Because you were looking very smooth and fast.
There's a couple spots where you got to hit the brakes to set the car, but other than that, no, not really touching the brakes.
Yeah. So how was it when you saw who was behind you?
That kind of made the blood pressure rise a little bit. Luke's always fast, and I was just kind of hoping that I think it was Zach was in front of him for a while there, and I was kind of hoping that he'd hold him up a little bit longer, but it worked out.
It's like running like a scared rabbit out there with those kids coming for you, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And we all know they're fast, and luckily, well, I shouldn't say luckily, but I had a little carnage in the heat races that put me into the B main, and I didn't have to, fight for table scraps like those guys did, and kind of caught a break there with the invert.
Well, I was actually kind of shocked that you weren't doing as well because you've been such a solid driver the last couple rounds, and he's like, man, maybe these little strategies. You're trying to figure out with the inversion, trying to
Yeah.
figure out what you're doing. It's like, man, that's not the way Plumley drives.
Yeah, in the heat race there after turn 2 there, I had wheel damage and I was fighting it and getting into a few guys, which I apologize to. It's not how I like to race. And then in the B main there, it was just a matter of trying not to wreck and just get a transfer spot.
To survive.
Yep.
Well, hey, I gotta say, man, very stoked for you. It was a great race, and I know there's people that help you out.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Tyson Miller, Cole Ashlock, Gary Green. When I first kind of got into iRacing, I asked these guys a bazillion questions, and they put up with me. They were throwing me setups and whatnot. So huge shout out to those guys. But then we got Legion Speed Sports, Factory Sim Sports, Rep CPS, code Dirty Plum for 10% off. ZK Designs for helping me out with my paints and my overlays on stream. Twitch.tv/dirty_plum. The guys that are in the chat constantly, thank you, huge thanks, and just proud to be up on the box.
Oh, good job, man. Chris Plumley, getting the monkey off his back.
Thanks, guys, and shout out to you guys for putting on the stream.
Oh, thanks.
Have a good night.
You too,
man. Austin, what an incredible race turned out in this main event. Big congratulations, Christopher Plumley, one more time. Hooking up, and of course, Holden Hybrider. Mason Prater, kind of shocked not to see him on the podium, but I have a feeling that will change next week.
Yeah, next week we return to the quote enduro format here in the iRacing Short Course Series. Strategy might be coming into play again, and it's also going to be much more chaotic with that standing start at the big house. Oh man.
Definitely. Well, we're going to be looking forward to it, and hopefully everybody's going to join us.
It certainly is. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here in the iRacing Short Course Series. From Bark River, one last time, I've been joined by Dave Arnold. I'm Austin Knight, and I hope y'all have a good night. This Racecraft TV stream is brought to you by Artesian Builds. Artesian builds high-quality custom PCs made to order for a low price. Contact Artesian Builds today to get started on your own custom PC as low as $64 a month. All Artesian builds are made live on stream. You can watch your builds and talk to the builders live at twitch.tv/Artesian Builds. For more information about Artesian Builds, check the link in the description.